Every time you will be coming across this, but don't try to, what is that? Let go these things. Oh, every time I'm doing, why should I read this? Don't do that. No, you should read every time. It takes 1 second there. Do the following statements agree with the information given in reading passage? Okay, so that means true, false, not given means what? They're talking about the information that is presented in the passage. True if the statement agrees with the information. That's what, whatever I narrated, the same thing. You need to write true. And now remember, students, they're saying you need to write TRUE. Okay. So that means your answer should be in this capital letters only. Don't write just T. Okay. Don't write capital T and remaining words, remaining letters in small cases. No, because their instruction is very clear. If you do that, you will be missing the score there. It will go wrong. Okay, be very careful. False if the statement contradicts. Not given if the information is not given, or if the information is partially present also. If it is half present, if the complete question information is not there, then also what? It is not given only. You cannot think that, okay, half of the information is present, I can give it as this one. No, don't do that. So if it is half given also, what you need to do? It should be not given only. Only when complete idea is present, then you people can say that it is this one. Now, we are not looking at the passage as usual. Okay, we are not bothered what the passage is. We are only bothered about the question here. So what is the first question trying to say? The scientists are using a technique from electronics to control specific plant property. Understand what is the idea it is trying to say. Scientists, they are using some technique, it seems. From where? From electronics to control specific plant properties. Okay, so to control specific plant features, scientists are utilizing the some of the techniques extracted from electronic field. This is the understanding we have. So now in the paragraph, what we need to do? So we need to go and see whether this idea is there or not. So now, guys, quick start. Let us do this. What is that? Searching now. And what is the idea that you are searching? Whether scientists are using electronics based technique to control specific plant, to control, it is not to study, to control specific plant properties. Okay, so now kindly see here, go through quickly what process you need to use for this one. You need to use scanning process. So what you can do here in electronics, even more, this modular plants, functions, the integrated circuits might be found. This one, biologists are creating the same modularity in, wait for it, plants by designing gene circuits that can control specific plant characteristic, color, this. Can you see here? They are discussing from biologists to you name it. So they are discussing. Why false, Murali? Why false? It is saying, see, biologists are creating the same modularity. Same is referring to which one? So they are describing this electronics, right? Yes, it is true. So basically it is referring to electronics. Those who all have given false, see here, don't get worried. So why? Oh, biologists are there and scientists. See, biologists, physicists, all these people come under scientists only, na? The general idea. And they are saying this is referring to what? They're using this electronic techniques only, isn't it? So, and for designing gene circuits. Now, gene circuits, now you should not get carried away. That control a specific plant characteristic. Plant features, plant properties, plant characteristics, all are same, isn't it? That means this idea is very much given here. But look at the way, students, I want you people to observe from every question this idea. This was just a small statement, but the same idea was presented in almost 1.5 line. Isn't it? So therefore, you need to be careful. Okay, it is not always present in the same way. So they try to paraphrase. This is called as paraphrasing. You can see that the same idea they presented here, but using the different sentence description they are giving. Yeah, one more thing. They may not directly present. They may say that instead of taking out plant characteristics, they may say that circuits that control specific plants, colors, size, resistance to drought. So you name it anything. At that time also you need to understand these are the characters. Instead of specifying, they're giving the examples. So your answers could be in the form of examples also. So be very careful that some systematic. So I guess most of you guys gave the answer true. Very good. So some synthetic biologists work with genetic circuits of mammals. So now check out some synthetic biologists work with genetic circuits of mammal systems. They work with genetic circuits of mammals. Check it out whether we have this idea or not. Yes, Murali has answered. What about others? Murali, kindly recheck, Murali, and also see where the evidence is. I need the evidence, where exactly it is given. Yes, few are answering. Very good. So, yes, it is not given. Akshay, you need to recheck. See, what they are saying, some synthetic biologists work with genetic circuits of mammal systems. They work with the genetic circuits of mammals. So, till here, though, it was nothing given. So, let us see in the next paragraph. Relatively field in this. The design of genetic circuits, just like in electronics, that control different and can be placed in one organisms or the next. Most of the today's synthetic biologists work with simple microorganisms, dear. So see, whoever have given true or false, they are saying that, so most of the today's synthetic biologists work with simple microorganisms like E. coli or yeast. Okay. So here, see, why we are saying not given means, what is the concept here? They work with the genetic circuits, okay, of mammals, they are saying. They are working with the genetic circuits of the mammals. But there's nothing saying about the genetic circuits. If they would have said synthetic biologists work with genetic circuits of microorganism, then it could have been wrong. But here, this is a different concept. But here, it is a different concept. That is the reason we are saying not given. Don't get confused here. Look at the idea. You need to connect the idea, students. It is not the words. You need to connect the idea. See, here the circuits are there. Something artificiality of some organism. But they are saying what? So most of today's synthetic biologists work with simple microorganisms. They take organisms and they work. But here the concept was what? Something different, genetic circuits of mammals. That is the reason we are not taking it as false, rather we are giving it as not given. Got it? The idea is different here. Most of synthetic biologists work with mammals. See, now this idea you can tell it as false. That's the reason we have purposely given this. Why? See, this and this almost similar, right? The questions are all almost similar here. That is the reason. So here it was a different concept what they were saying, but here we have a different concept. See, here the idea, what is that? Almost the idea is same, only the species is different. Most of these synthetic biologists work with mammals, but what we have, most of today's synthetic biologists work with simple microorganisms. Yes. Yeah. Akshay, you want once again the explanation? Yes. So some synthetic biologists work with genetic circuits of mammals. Here they are saying, and first of all, one more idea, say, most of today's synthetic biologists work with simple organisms. But here they are saying some synthetic biologists work with genetic circuits of mammals. So are they specifying anywhere? So some of the synthetic biologists work with the circuits of mammals. Look at the concept here. They are talking about microorganisms, living things directly. But here they are talking here the genetic circuits. That means the specification is that they are using genetic circuits. That means electronics, the application of electronics here. This idea is talking about the application of electronics. But here we don't have anywhere talking about the application of electronics in mammals. Okay, so that is not specified. So therefore, I cannot relate this idea with this. So therefore, it is not given. I hope you got that. Yes. Now, let me move on to the next question. Okay. Yes. Good. Now we are again not bothered about what is the passage. Even the heading also we are not bothered about. Okay. What we do, let us just get back to the questions. Okay. Now, what is the question? See, already I want you people to read it. Kindly read and understand. Now, astronomers often find something odd on the sky. So what is it trying to say? Astronomers often find something odd on the sky, it seems. Often means what? Regularly they find something odd on the sky. So let me take you people to this one. So astronomer often. Often means what? More than regular. Find something odd on the sky. Yes. So this is the thing. More than 10 years ago, while taking the temperature of the universe, astronomers found something odd. Now, we have what? Astronomers found something odd. But, so while they were taking the temperature of the universe. But what does this imply? Can you tell me with this idea, whether you people will be giving false? You're not given. Please text me fast. Whether you will be giving, so not given. Yeah, Pratap is not given and Arjun is false. So yeah, I'll be telling here. So false. Yes, answer me. False. Arvind, Ojas, false, false, false. So why you guys are saying it is false? Just because that was one incident? But more than 10 years ago, while taking the temperature of the universe, astronomers found something odd. Now, this, yeah, exactly. This was one incident they are trying to tell. But look at the question. Astronomer often find something odd on the sky. If they said regularly, then we could have given true. If they would have said, astronomers rarely found something odd on the sky, then we should have given false. Whether your information is specifying that particular idea, astronomers found rarely something odd. Is it specifying that? No, right? This idea is just the narration of an incident. This is not telling you whether it is rarely found, isn't it? Whether it is trying to tell or whether it is showcasing that, so the odd things are found rarely in the universe. Is it specifying? No, right? If it is not specifying that, then how can we pick it as a false? False in the sense what? It should be just opposite to the idea of the question. So, what was the idea of the question? Astronomers so often find something odd on the sky. That means, so if this regularly find or more than regular, then it would be true. But if it was rarely found, then it would be false. So therefore, both the information is not there. They gave something else. What is that? They narrated an instance where they found something odd. So therefore, this answer should be what? Not given. Yes, it is not given. I hope everyone got the idea. When it is not given, when it is false, and when it is true. See, remember one thing, one more tip I want to give you. What is that tip, miss? See, till the time you get comfort on true, false, and not given, do one thing. You write one opposite statement also. Whatever the statement is there, like the CMD is the thermal radiation across the entire universe. For this, the opposite thing will be what? CMD is the thermal radiation in the narrow part of the universe. Opposite. Or CMD is not a thermal radiation. Two possibilities we may get. What is that? CMD is the thermal radiation that is found in only small part of the universe. That will be the opposite. That means contrary. If that idea is there, then you need to say false. Or one more thing, what you can write, the CMD is the thermal is not a thermal radiation. If that is there, so then also the information will be false. That means you people make two statements. What is that? This is the, if this statement is there, then it is true in your passage. But if the opposite, whatever you have written, if those ideas are there, so then it should be false. If this also not there, even that also not there, then what happens? It will become not given. For example, I'll just write and show you guys. Wait. Yes. See, the CMD is a thermal radiation found across the universe. Okay, this is the question, right? What I'm trying to say, you guys, means, so till the time you get comfort on this false and not given, you write what could be the possibility of this one opposite of this. The CMD is not a thermal radiation. Okay, one could be this. The other one, the other opposite idea could be the CMD is a thermal radiation found only in some part of universe. Okay, if this idea is there in the passage, then what it is true. Okay, if you get this idea in the passage, it is true. If you find this idea, then the idea is false. If you find this idea, then the question is false. But even this is not found, this is not found, this is not found, then the information is not given. Got this thing? This is the strategy. That means you need to see, other than this, we can't have anything else for false. Because what? False means what? It is just the opposite. Whereas for not given, we can have anything else, any other extra information. So therefore, what we can do, so we can have this thing here. So what we'll be doing, so let me slide share again. Yes. Guys, did you guys get this? How to catch up the things? So this is one of the technique what we can use. So the CMD is the thermal radiation across the entire universe. Let us now check it up. What happened to screen? Just give me 1 second. Yes. Yeah. Now find out. The CMD is the thermal radiation found across the universe. Both the ideas should be there. Okay. So now, where we are talking about? Go through it quickly. Scanning process. Do that. Yeah, Sai. True. Very good. Yes. Guys, the astronomers were found this. So, astronomers were measuring the thermal radiation that bathes the entire universe, a glowing relic of the Big Bang. To gaze at this cosmic microwave background, or CMD, is to glimpse the primordial universe or time. See, here only it is saying this one. Okay. So bathes the entire. So there is a thermal radiation that bathes the entire universe. Bathes means like bath. Bath, when we take the entire water. We should take the shower, right? So if the thermal radiation is bathing the entire universe, means it is found everywhere. Okay, it is found everywhere. And what is this thermal radiation? So only I say read the complete sentence. A glowing relic of the Big Bang. Okay, to gaze at this cosmic, this is referring to what? This radiation. So cosmic wave background, or CMD, is to glimpse the primordial, this one. So other than this, already we have a this one. Okay, so CMD blankets the sky and looks pretty much the same everywhere. So we have two portions where it is talking, it is giving us the proof that CMD basically blankets, in the sense covers the sky. That means it is found everywhere, isn't it? That is also one thing. And what is the proof that CMD is the thermal radiation? Because it is given in this context, right? So therefore the answer is what, guys? True. I gave you evidence. Most of the guys gave true, but I gave the spot where we have this answers. Getting it? Hope you people are catching the things, isn't it? Okay. The CMB varies from extremely low to very high temperature. See, you need to concentrate on the words also. The CMB varies from extremely low to very high temperature. That means CMB, what happens? Very low temperature, it will be extremely means what? Very, very, very low, and also very, very, very high. That means CMB's temperature, we can go to the frigid to high temperatures. Okay, let us see there. Where we have here, though we don't have anything. So let us check it out here. Yes, the pretty everywhere existing at a feebly cold temperatures of 2.725 kelvins, just a couple of degrees warmer than absolute zero. That means what? Do you think this is an extremely cold temperatures? No, right? It is not extremely cold. So it is what? Very, very light thing. So very good, very good. So you people are answering. You are getting the heck. Very nice. False. Very nice. Very good. Yes. Uh, very good. It's a false. Very nice. Now, invest. But see how nicely they trap us. Yes, they're talking opposite. Very good. Yeah. So here you can see that. And so nicely they want to trap us. See, extremely raw. And here, see, they are giving a feebly cold. If anyone who doesn't know feebly, so they will be thinking, oh, something it is related to very cold. And also 2.725 kelvins, not one, like all the students who attend IELTS will not be a science student, isn't it? So to know what is this Kelvin temperature. But where is the clue we have? Just a couple degrees warmer than absolute zero. Absolute zero is a normal thing, okay? A couple of degrees means only few degrees above zero it is, okay? So that is 1, 2, 3 degrees warmer. That means warmer is just a warmer. It is not very, very hot. Even the word warmer also is there. So therefore what? So feeble in the sense slight cold, slight. Your voice is feeble, I say. That means your voice is very soft. So soft cold in the sense what? It is not very this one. So be very careful about the words and all. Okay. Then next thing, investigation of fluctuations of temperatures. Remember, investigation of fluctuation of temperature in the space helps scientists to understand what the cosmos is made up of. What is this idea? See, it's quite a long sentence. Whenever you have this long sentence, try to understand more in detail. What is making scientists to understand the cosmos? It is the research on the fluctuation of temperatures in the space. That is making the scientists to understand the cosmos, what the cosmos is made up of. So let's go back, and now you people tell me. I'll not be explaining. You people will be telling me, and you people will be explaining why it is true, false, or not given. In which sentence it is? So kindly go through it quickly. Going through. Hmm. No, I didn't get the answers for a long time. Sagi, true. Why? Akshay, true. True. Yes. Why true? Justify. Na? Along with your answers, you present your third paragraph, last line. Okay. So, yeah. Very good. Third paragraph, last line. What they say, born from the quantum froth, that was the universe a half moment after Big Bang. Those random fluctuations help scientists understand what the cosmos is made up of. Help scientists understand means scientists will be studying this random fluctuations, and that will be giving us. Very nice. Very good. It's true. Good. That is how we can't randomly tell that, oh, it is true, it is false. We can't randomly tell. For every answer, we need to have a proof here. Okay. If we don't have a proof, then so we can't give that thing. Okay. Then the cosmic super void. Void is what? Zero. The cosmic super void is the largest structure in the universe. They are talking about some largest structure, and its name is what? Cosmic super void. Quickly check it out and tell me. Huh. Tell me whether it is true, false, or not given. True. Emily, true. Okay. So where everyone true. Last para. Yeah, the idea is present in the last para. Yes. But still, I want you people to look there. What is that we have? This is the trap, real trap, an enormous cavern of emptiness called a cosmic super void, so big that it might be, look at the word usage, it might be the largest structure. That means it can be, it cannot be. But what is the thing here? The cosmic super void is the largest structure. They are confirmed here, isn't it? It is confirmed. But there they are saying what? Might. Might in the sense what? It can be also, it cannot be also. It is not. So this one. It is not false. Why it is not false? Only if they say the cosmic super void is not the largest structure, then we could have given false. But it is not deciding. It is on the knife. Okay. It is standing on the knife there. So that means what? This idea is not given, isn't it? Because the things are not clear, even though they have spoken about that thing. So this is a very crucial one, this type of questions. Why? Because they have mentioned it. So yeah, cosmic is largest empty space. It is there. It is they are describing cosmic, but here they are comparing it to be the largest structure. But there, what is that they are saying? Don't go by this largest. It is the enormous cavern empty space. They're describing super void. But what is super void in the universe? It might be the largest structure. That means it can be or it cannot be. So taking that particular idea, so what I'm doing, so we can take this as not given. Because I cannot say it as false because it is not exactly opposite also. Okay? Since it is not exactly opposite, what we can do, we should not take it as false also. Okay? So it is not given. I hope you guys understood this idea, how to do true, false, not given. Yes. So now, whatever the remaining sheets we have, kindly do it as a assignment. Okay. So that you will get the idea of how to work it on. But you people need to go accordingly only. Okay. You need to understand the question. That is the main thing. And depending upon the question, you need to pick up the ideas. Okay. So now, yes, no, not given. Yeah, yes, no, not given is also same as true, false, not given. The only difference is here author is in an active state. Okay, that means author will be speaking. You need to say if the statement, whatever is given in the paragraph, yes. So if the statement, whatever is given in the paragraph, if the author has said that statement, then we'll be picking up S. If the author has not said that, then we'll be picking as not given. If the author has said contrary and opposite there, then we'll be talking about so no, or will be this one recognizing that as no there. Okay, so that's the thing we have here. Getting it? So now let me go for the questions directly. Okay, you people know most of the things. We have narrated the complete history of true, false, not given, and everything. The same thing we do, but here, what is that? We are using yes, no, not given concept. Okay, yeah, as usual, my same mantra, read this headings also, because I don't want you people to, what is that? Just what is that? Oversee this. I want you people to always keep in your important list this one. Okay, so science fiction writers are interested in robots for two main reasons, it seems. So what is it writing? So science fiction writers, we have science fiction writers, so who are interested in robots for how many reasons? Two reasons. Okay, science fiction writers are interested in robots for two main reasons. Let me take to the paragraph. See, we didn't even bother to see what paragraph it is. That is what is the beauty of the techniques. So what is that we need to look in here? We know what we are searching for. Science fiction scientists, they're more interested in this robots for two main reasons, isn't it? Let us try to see. Robots' capacity for autonomous movement and their ability to perform an expanding set of tasks have captured writers' imagination for almost a century. See, I said you guys, there they had said two reasons, but here they have specified the reasons. Now, if we would have marked the keyword there, two reason, if we start checking where that two reason, do you think we would have been able to get this? No, right? Why? Because they have specified the reason. That is the trick of the passages. You can see what is that they have given. Robots' capacity for autonomous movement. That is one reason. And their ability to perform an expanding set of tasks. This is another reason, another feature that have captured writer's imagination. Yes. Yes, Vishesh. It is. Yes. Very good. So imagination for almost a century. Captured writer's imagination. See, fiction is what? Imaginative. Right? Writer's imagination, that means it is concentrating on the fiction only. Okay, fiction writers only. But look at the way how they are paraphrasing the verse, everything here. Imagination with fiction. So they are giving the meaning and they are giving the this one, what is that example? So no marking keywords. Did you get that? So why I've been telling these things, and also you can see that how nicely they design the sentence. So understanding of the idea is very, very important. So what happens here? This is, yes, already you people have posted the answer. Very good. Now, robots are no longer a subject for science fiction. What is it saying? Are no longer a subject for science fiction. That means maybe before robots were the subject for science fiction, but now they are not the subject. That means no longer means it is trying to say the same thing. Robots are no longer a subject for science fiction. That means before it was not, right? Sorry, before it was, but right now it is not. What? They are the subjects for science fiction. Kindly go through now. You people only find it out. Recently, robots have emerged from the pages of science fiction novels into the real world. What they are saying, robots have come from the pages of science fiction novels into the real world. But are they speaking anywhere, or are they specifying anywhere? They are not the this one. What is that? They are no longer the subject for the science fiction. Only they are saying that robots have come from the novels, fiction novels. Okay. But are they anyway saying they are no longer a subject, or they are a subject for science fiction? They are not telling anything, isn't it? Whether they are a subject, or whether they are not no longer a subject. Only what they are saying, so these have been existing from science novels. Okay. So therefore, what is that? Here it should be false or not given. Definitely it is not true. But false or not given. Guys, text me the answers. What it is? Not given. Very good, Sai. It is not given. Yeah. Yes. So why it is not given? Whether they are discussing this idea. They are not at all discussing this idea. Robots are no longer a subject for science fiction. But what is the trap they have given? The trap is that you can see robots have emerged from the pages of science fiction novels into the real world. What they are saying, from where the robots have come? The robots have come from the science fiction novels into the real world. But can you relate that to this one? Are no longer a subject for science fiction? Anywhere they are saying that. So now people won't use robots as a science fiction subject, or they are using the science, robots are the science fiction subject. They are saying they're not talking anything about this idea. So therefore, what it is, it should be not given. Okay. Now, yeah. And robots are taking over the real world. Now we are the next thing that we have, what? Robots are taking over the real world. That means what? They are just, what is that? Dominating the real world. So now you can see here, where we have, there has been no systematic. You can see from where we stopped, you should continuous, because usually you can see that S no not given may come so continuously. Okay. So effects have been, see what is that, and discussion of that possible economic effects have become ubiquitous. Ubiquitous means found everywhere. But a serious problem inhibits this. There has been no systematic empirical analysis of this. So that means what the question was, robots are taking over the real world. Did they say anywhere robots are taking over the real world? Even if you want, you see the further paragraph also. See, one more tip, students. So now we are not very clear. So in this sentence, so whether that robots are taking over the real world or not. Okay. So because we cannot just spend time on the other set of paragraphs here. So what I want, if in immediately in 2-3 sentences, if you are not having the idea, or in 3 sentences, if you're not having the idea, go for the next question. Okay. Now, whenever you get this, wherever you get this answer, this answer will be lying between the spot from second to fourth. So let us find first this one. Nobody is discussing the real world consequences of robots. They are saying nobody is discussing the real world consequences of robots. That means how these robots can be a part of the real world. So that has not been discussed, but we saw somewhere there. But a serious problem inhibits these discussions to date. There has been no systematic, if you see novels in, and discussions of their possible economic efforts have become ubiquitous. That means they are discussing, right? So they are discussing about the economic effects of this. So robots, there in the sense what they're talking about the robots. That means they have been discussing, isn't it? If they have been discussing, so what is the this one idea that fourth answer should be? It should be no, isn't it? It should be No, why? Because it is saying they are not, nobody is discussing, they are saying. But actually they are discussing. So it is no. So therefore, between second and third answer, did we had this robots are taking over the world? We didn't had anything, right? Between this sentence, science fiction, and between this, did we had anything about the this one? No, we don't have, right? So therefore, what? Clearly we can say that robots are taking over the world is not given. Don't waste time by going here, checking out here and all. So when you get stuck with any question, you leave that question for some time. So go for the next question, see where the answer of this is there. So if you find the answer somewhere there, okay, so what you can do, so between that previous question's answer and whatever you have done, in between only this question's answer will be there. If there you are not finding this, then it should be definitely not given. Getting it? So that is also one technique we have. Researchers need to undertake a scientific study of economic consequences of robots. So they are saying researchers need to undertake scientific study of economic consequences. That means they are instructing, that this implies researchers are not studying. They are giving the instruction. Okay. So let us try to see. Huh. But a serious problem inhibits this discussion. Today, there has been no systematic empirical analysis of economic effects that the robots are already having. Okay. So that means they have clearly said empirical analysis of this one. There has been no systematic empirical. They are very clear that there is no systematic. So this one understanding of economic effects that the robots are already having. Okay. And also you can see we find that industrial robots increase liberty, this, and this. So what is the question? We have two spots here. Economic consequences. See, researchers need to undertake a scientific study of economic consequences of robots. But here, what is that saying? Here it has been, so it has been no systematical and empirical analysis. That means already they have studied and they are saying that we don't have any systematic empirical analysis with regards to robots. So that means what it has to be? It has to be your false, isn't it? Now, guys, understood here? Did you guys understand? Oh, fourth one. Nobody is discussing the real world consequences of robots. So nobody is discussing, they are saying. But if you see here, you can see here this line, this sentence, discussions of their problems, possible economic efforts have been ubiquitous. Found ubiquitous means found everywhere. Discussions of their possible. There is referring to robots. Robert's economic effects have been ubiquitous. They are discussing about the economic effects of this, what is that, robots, which is found. So therefore, what it is like they are discussing, but in the question they are saying nobody is discussing. So about the real world consequences. Real world consequences is nothing but their possible economic effects. Okay. So therefore, what it is? What is that? So no. Got this? Understood? Guys? Yes. Good. So like this, you guys need to analyze. Okay. So any more this one, you have doubts you have with regards to these questions we discussed? Yes. And also kindly, what is that? Akshay, I guess you got it right, whatever I said. Yes. So now Whatever the this one handouts you're getting, we have more questions, so you people practice on them. So when you practice, you will come across many doubts. Okay, when you come across many doubts, you'll come and discuss in the class. Okay, so if you don't practice only, you will not get doubts, and you will also not know where you have stuck or where you are doing best, on what questions you are doing best. So you will not be knowing that. So practice a lot, and also keep error log sheets. Okay, error log sheets means write all the types of questions. When you are solving, see which type of questions you are doing excellently good, so which type of questions you are going frequently wrong. All those things you people need to keep in mind. Okay, so that you people can analyze, and yes, in the time you people are in the class, you can shoot out the questions at us, so and we can discuss. Getting it? Hope you people enjoyed the class. So yes, thank you, students.